on. Time now to talk winners and losers on Wall Street with financial expert Rob Black joining us this morning. And Rob, one thing I've learned from you over the years is that Wall Street does not like uncertainty. And I don't know if that's playing a part, but traders are pretty grumpy this morning. The Dow's off by almost 800 points right now.
James, you're making me happy. You don't have to have a lot of takeaways, and that's a good one. Wall Street does not like the demon unknown. Essentially, what happened on Friday was the Supreme Court of the United States said tariffs are illegal if you don't send these tariffs through the Congress to approve them because they're, a tax on Americans, and they are a tax on Americans. So over the weekend, Trump was not happy, and he raised tariffs to 15%, citing a different tariff. It's going to allow him 150 days of, doing this again, and it's kind of tariff 2.0, if you will. So gold's higher today, Bitcoin's lower, S&P 500, the Dow, the NASDAQ, international stocks are all lower on this news because it just brings up questions that companies were starting to deal with, James, and now they have to start dealing with them again.
Not good, not good. All right, so people losing money on Wall Street. I also want to talk to you, too. We haven't talked about it much yet on the show, but that big blizzard that's happening right now over on the East Coast, I read, I don't know if it's accurate, I think it is, like 10,000 flights over the weekend canceled, and like 1,300 canceled for tomorrow already. This is going to have a big impact.
Yeah, it's interesting that, John Trabel could do, a weather update, and I'm paying attention to that. Because there's trades that come out of it. Airline stocks all get hit as flights get canceled. 15% of all flights today are canceled. Typically, that's about 1% in America. In New York City and Boston, they're big cities. When they get hit, it's financially impactful for the United States. Not so much if it hits Atlanta, Georgia, much more so in the Northeast. So it's going to be over $200 million in American airline loses. Think about schools being shut down, nannies and people have to stay home to take care of the kids. Restaurants lose money. It's a pretty big economic effect. And, you could play it like a Home Depot or Lowe's, or if you were a nimble trader, you can try to buy the airlines here because this too shall pass and spring is right around the corner.
So not a lot of folks having fun there in that wintry weather, although one person was Oakland's own Alysa Liu, who won gold in women's figure skating. And that gold medal actually could be a pretty big boon for her.
I am no fun at all because instead of just enjoying the performance, I was looking up all the economics of it. She retired in 2022. She's got the nose piercing, which is very, very Generation Z, which is very, very marketable to other Generation Zs. She's a comeback story. She only gets about $40,000 for winning the gold, plus a wealthy American gave $200,000 to all Olympians. So there's some money there. But if you look back to Christy Yamaguchi, who also was from the Bay Area, she had about $3 million of sponsors right after her event in the short term, 1 to 5 years, and then that starts to fade. Companies like Coca-Cola and Chevrolet and Disney, they love these kind of princess stories because they're easily marketable. She'll be able to speak, Alysa Liu, $25,000 to $75,000 per event. I spoke right after Phelps's mother, and she made a lot of money. Just to show you, there's a lot of money in the speaking circuit. I stole her water bottle so I can get some Olympic DNA.
Oh,
she didn't think that was funny. But there's things like stars on ice for sure. All told, Alysa Liu will make $5 million to $15 million post-Olympic career. Not too shabby. So pretty nice. And it was a good story.
You know who also made quite a bit on the Olympics too was NBC. The ratings were pretty good from what I hear.
Yeah, 4 years ago they were in China, and the time difference was jarring for most of the United States. This time it was a little bit easier to handle. It was NBC on linear television as well as on streaming. The best numbers in 12 plus years, 24 million daily viewers, 14.8 million minutes watched, which was double what it was 4 years ago. I didn't know curling could be on, I think it was on 16 days of the Olympics, James.
Wow.
I didn't know, but I got compelled and I got into the cheating scandal, and I was throwing the nasty word out at Canada for cheating.
No, I'm a big curling fan. I don't play it, but I love watching. I find it fascinating.
Okay.
So I'll have to wait 4 more years to get my fix again, apparently. But Rob, thank you as always. We're going to chat with Rob again tomorrow. Let him know. You got his contact information there at the bottom of the screen if you have a question or a comment.